Hello guys, today's video is about top 10 isekai or transfer to another world anime. Now relax and enjoy the video. Now, number 10, Mayu Black Company. Kinji, who lacks any kind of work ethic, is a layabout in his modern life. One day, he finds himself transported to another world. But not in a grand fantasy of a hero welcomed with open arms. He's immediately shoved into a terrible job. Now enslaved by an evil mining company in a fantasy world, Kinji's about to learn the meaning of hard work. It's very interesting how our protagonist uses Dungeon's monster to his benefit. Now, number 9, I Am Standing on 1 Million Lives. 9th grader Yotsuya is practical, friendless, and not active in any clubs. Then one day, he and two female classmates are suddenly sent to another world where they must work together to battle for their lives. In that world, there is a faceless game master who gives them tasks to complete. If they can't complete the task, the success rate of the next task drop and eventually they will die. Yotsuya is a lone wolf and has always lived his life according to his wishes. How can a lone wolf work with others as a team, and how can they become that world's hero? Coming at 8th place is The Fruit of Evolution. Before I knew it, my life had it made. One day when school was out, a voice claiming to be a god said over the PA system to prepare to be transported to another world. What's more, not only our protagonist but the entire school's students were transferred to a fantasy world where game-like elements such as levels, stats, and skills exist. However, God still had preparations to complete for the transfer and would send him over as soon as the hero's summoning ritual was ready. The classes all formed groups to wait for the transfer, but Seiichi alone was discluded and as such was summoned to a different area. After being transported, the first thing Seiichi ate was the Fruit of Evolution. Thus, begins his evolution on the fantasy world. Now, number 7, By the Grace of Gods. A 39-year-old man died because of overwork. 3 gods take pity on him and reincarnate him as a young boy to a fantasy world full of magic. Now he spends his time researching slimes in the forest. But after healing an injured traveler, our protagonist decides to set out on a journey with his new friends to use his power to help others. A whole new world awaits him, where his skills as a magic user and slime tamer continue to surprise others. And others start to admire him. Now, number 6, The Faraway Paladin. In a city of the dead, long since ruined and far from human civilization, lives a single human child. His name is Will, and he's being raised by 3 undead, the hearty skeletal warrior, Blood, the graceful mummified priestess, Mary, and the crotchety spectral sorcerer, Gus. The 3 pour love into the boy and teach him all they know. But one day, Will starts to wonder, who am I? Will must unravel the mysteries of this faraway dead man's land, and unearth the secret pasts of the undead. He must learn the love and mercy of the good gods, and the bigotry and madness of the bad. And when he knows it all, the boy will take his first step on the path to becoming a paladin. Coming at 5th place is In Another World with My Smartphone. Toya was accidentally killed, and as an apology, God allows him to be reborn in a fantasy world, and the god will grant him any one wish he desires. And so, Toya chooses to keep his smartphone in the fantasy world, and also God gives him the ability to use every magic in that world. He becomes one of the strongest people in the fantasy world, and also he inherits the legacy of an ancient civilization and travels around with his newly made friends as an adventure. Thus, begin the story of his adventure. Coming at 4th place is Tsukimichi, Monlit Fantasy. Makoto Misumi is just an ordinary high school student living a regular life, but all of a sudden gets summoned to the other world to become a hero. The goddess of the other world, however, insults him for being different and strips his hero title, before casting him off to the wilderness at the edge of the world. As he wanders the wilderness, Makoto encounters dragons, spiders, orcs, dwarves, and all sorts of non-human tribes. Because Makoto comes from a different world, he can unleash unimaginable magical powers and combat skills. But just how will he handle his encounters with various species and survive in his new environment? Coming at number 3 is Seirei Gensuki, Spirit Chronicles. In this anime, our protagonist's past life and current life are intersecting with memories of two lives. After his mother was killed at an early age, the orphaned Ryo fought his hardest to survive in the slums. One day, he awakens to the memories of Haruto, who died in an accident while dreaming of being reunited with his childhood friend, and our protagonist realized he has reincarnated in a world of swords and sorcery, and this is the story of that world's best magic swordsmen. Coming at number 2 is The Rising Shield Hero. Naofumi was summoned into a parallel world along with 3 other people to become the world's heroes. Each of the heroes respectively equipped with their legendary equipment. When summoned, Naofumi received the legendary shield as his weapon. Due to Naofumi's lack of charisma and experience, he's labeled as the weakest, only to end up betrayed, falsely accused, and robbed on the 3rd day of his adventure. The king and his daughter falsely accused him and made him look like the bad guy in front of the whole kingdom. Naofumi's thoughts were filled with nothing but vengeance and hatred. Thus, his destiny in a parallel world begins. Coming at number 1 is The World's Finest Assassin Gets Reincarnated in Another World. The world's number 1 assassin has been reincarnated as the eldest son of a family of aristocrat assassins. In exchange for being reincarnated in another world, a goddess has imposed upon him one condition: kill the hero who is prophesied to destroy the world. This was to be the mission in his new life. The synergistic effect of the vast knowledge and experience he gained that made all manner of assassinations possible in the modern world, and the secret techniques and magic of the fantasy world's most powerful family of assassins turn him into the greatest assassin of all time. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like my videos, please like, comment, share and subscribe for more videos like this.